Hello there folks, Nathan here, hope you're all well and welcome back to Food and Drink Reviews here on my channel, where today we've got something apparently new to review. Yes indeed. Now I don't think, might be wrong, I'd have to have a look. I don't think I have, to be honest. I know I reviewed AERO products on my old channel. The original peppermint, orange and what was the other one? Vanilla, I think it was. But I don't believe that I've reviewed an AERO product. Actually, I'll tell a lie. I reviewed one AERO product on this channel. It was the AERO Bliss, but that was a few years ago. Well, that was back in 2020, that was. June 2020, that was. But that was the only AERO product I think that I've ever reviewed on this channel, apart from this one that we're about to do today. So yeah, let's get straight into it, shall we? So this is a Nestle AERO made by the company Nestle. And this one is Golden Honeycomb. Oh, does that mean it's going to have honeycomb pieces in it? Or is it just going to be honeycomb flavoured? Who knows? That would be absolutely amazing if it actually had honeycomb pieces in. Now, it says new there. Excuse me. Holding a yawn. It says new there. I'm not too sure how new it is. It might have been out for a while. But yeah, I saw it in Aldi today. I had to go and get a few bits and bobs. And yeah, I saw it and I saw that it had new written on it. I was just gonna pick up a peppermint one actually. Think, oh, I hadn't had an AERO in a while. I'll treat myself. But then I thought I saw this one. I was like, oh, now that's one I haven't seen before. So I'll kill two birds with one stone. I'll have a treat and I'll do a review on it. So here we go. Yeah, Golden Honeycomb. Interesting. Let's flip it around, see what we can get from the back of it. So there's a little bit to read there, which I will do in a moment with my magnifying glass. You've got all your nutritional information there. If we lift up this flap, I think there's some more. That's possibly the ingredients and things on there. Trying to do it quick because obviously it has been in the fridge for a couple of hours, but obviously I want it, I don't want it melting. So let's have a quick look. What does that say there? Rainforest Alliance, People and Nature Cocoa. Nestle AERO Golden Honeycomb. Share a bubble, it says. Each 4 pieces contains, and that's the information there. It says it's new. Ooh. Okay, let's have a look at the back then. See what we can gather from it. Okay. 29.7 grams of fat in the whole bar. I don't care. You only live once. Apparently 4 pieces equals 1 serving. Building a bubblier future. When you choose AERO, you support the work of the Nestle Cocoa Plan in partnership with the Rainforest Alliance. This means building bright futures for cocoa farmers and their communities, and delicious bubbly chocolate for you. Discover more at www.nestlecocoplan.com. Nestle, good food, good life. Lift this flap up and have a look under here. This is just the ingredients. Smooth milk chocolate filled with honeycomb flavoured bubbles. Milk chocolate contains milk solids, 14% minimum, and vegetable fat in addition to cocoa butter. The ingredients to look out for in bold for allergy advice includes milk. Oh, that's it, milk. This is suitable for vegetarians. You can contact them free. You can visit their website, www.aerochocolate.co.uk. You can follow them on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Trademark of Société des Products Nestlé. Dispose responsibly. Do not recycle. Okay, so this is not recyclable packaging. Right, well, let's get it open, shall we? Now I noticed it's this side. You can see there's a little instruction, so you can actually peel. You can gently peel open the wrapper like this. Of course, you could reseal it. Not only could you reseal it, it will. Oh my God, that smells amazing. That smells amazing. You could also use it, well, we're going to use it as a makeshift platter. So I'm going to do that. And then pan down, because you don't want to see my ugly mug. It's not Halloween, it's only August, not October. Let me yeah, look at that. How about that then? Look at that for a visual. There you go. There's the whole bar. So that's what it looks like. Now, AERO chocolate was never always this shape. I remember when it first came out, it was like, imagine a cylinder cut in half. That's what it looked like. It was just a flat bar, but the top of the bar had like a ridge effect. A bit like this, but instead of it being bubbly like this, it was like solid. Like I said, it looked like, imagine cylinders cut in half. This is a bit of a standing joke I've got. I say it looks like the roof of Alicante Airport. Whenever I go to Alicante Airport, there's this shape to the roof, and it is curved a bit like this. And I always say, oh, look, it reminds me of an AERO. So every time I have an AERO now, or I see someone have an AERO, or anyone mentions an AERO to me, I say, oh yeah, it reminds me of the bars remind me of the roof of Alicante Airport. Oh dear, what am I like? But yes, they've been this form now for a good many years. I remember when AERO first came out. I was at school, and the first one to ever come out was the original. I'll never forget it. The original AERO. I won't tell you the story because I just don't want to drag the video out. But there is a little bit of a story about how I had my first AERO. Yeah, there's a bit of a story actually about how I had my first AERO, but I won't say that. I won't say that. So, let's get down to it then, shall we? So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll break it in half, and we'll have a look inside at those bubbles. So it's a fairly decent size. This is obviously a sharing bar. So you've got 4 rows of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or I think it's 8 rows of 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, it's not. It's 7 rows of 4 or 4 rows of 8. So it's a decent size. Obviously, they say 1 serving is the equivalent of 4 pieces. So you just break 4 of these bubbles off, and that equals 1 serving. But because I'm a big fat greedy pig. Of course, I will eat the rest while the video is uploading and while I'm playing Train Sim World 3. So, without further ado, let's break it in half to begin with and get this. How should we do it? In the past, I have done it long ways. Should we try it? We'll break it like that. See if it'll work. Ready? Oh no, it's broken that way. Okay. Ooh. Okay, right. I'll pan down and let you have a look. So there you go. You can see inside now. Look at that. Too bubbly. Oh yes, look at all those bubbles in there. Honeycomb flavoured bubbles. Very, very light and airy. Very light and airy. Still think my favourite AERO has to be the peppermint. The original I don't like. I've really gone off the original AERO now that I'm older. It reminds me of Sweaty Socks. I'm sorry to put people off, but it reminds me of Sweaty Socks. No, don't like it. My favourite one's the peppermint. I think the orange is nice. Orange is nice, but it can be a bit sickly. So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what this one's like. So I don't think there's any point beating around the bush, is there? Let's excuse my hair. Let's break that off again. And then I'll break those two off. In fact, I'll eat that piece. I'll eat those two. That can be our test piece. It's a nice size. Or, I'll tell you what we'll do. No, this is one serving. That is the equivalent of one serving. I'm not even going to say what they remind me of. Let's, let's keep the channel clean, shall we, folks? But yeah, it really does remind me of Alicante Airport. The roof of Alicante Airport. It's melting. It's melting. Right. Let's get this done. Hang on a minute. Let me just try and fold that over. There we go. So we can pan down. Oh, that's the bit we're going to eat. Okay. Move that back a little bit. There we go. Right. That's a good shot, I think, for me to start eating. So, again, folks, if you don't really like the sound of people eating, I do apologise. I'll try and keep the noise to a minimum for you. Of course, I'll look away as well to minimise it as much as I possibly can. But if you folks are ready to see me try this, I'm certainly ready to try it. So here we go then. Excuse me. First taste of an AERO Golden Honeycomb. Interesting. The flavour is there. It's a little more subtle than I'd have thought. Oh, nice honeycomb taste though. not sure what to make of that, to be honest. It's not unpleasant. Don't get me wrong. It's not unpleasant in the slightest. It's very subtle. That honeycomb flavouring is very subtle. And I'm trying to think, what does it remind me of? You'd probably think, well, Maltesers, they've got honeycomb in. It's a different taste to Maltesers. I'm really quite stumped because I try and compare these things because obviously you can't taste them yourselves, or you can't smell it. Smell-o-vision's not yet a thing. So I could probably be here saying, "Oh, that's really nice. That's a beautiful taste," and you could be sat there thinking, "Oh, I bet it's horrible." He's only saying that to try and get him more viewers, but I don't. That's why I do try and compare. That's why I try and compare it. I really try and think about the taste and see what I can compare it to, and see if you can relate to it, and it'll give you some idea what it would taste like. But I just can't. I'm sorry, folks. I can't give you a comparison. I would like to have said Maltesers in terms of the honeycomb flavouring, but I can't because it doesn't remind me of Maltesers in the slightest. Let me just try a tiny bit. Let me just try a little bit more. No. I can't. I generally cannot give you an example. But as I said before, it's not unpleasant. I'm not saying that it's unpleasant. The chocolate has got an okay taste to it. It's light, it's a light sweet. It's light sweetness. It's not overly sweet. It's not too sickly. Again, you wouldn't really want to eat too much of it. But the only thing I'm disappointed about is like the honeycomb flavouring. I think it's a little bit too subtle. I think it needs to be a bit bolder. It sounds crazy, but it reminds me a little bit of caramel as well. Or toffee. Not necessarily caramel. It reminds me a little bit of toffee. So I would say it's a little bit like the honeycomb in Maltesers. Definitely got that salty sort of taste to it, which, honeycomb has. It has got a slightly salted taste to it. But it also reminds me of a tiny bit of toffee as well. And the best aroma I can kind of give you is just think of maybe a toffee flavoured yoghurt. It's kind of what it reminds me of. It is good though. I mean, look, I've eaten half a bar on camera already. But no, very good. You know, even though I can't find something to compare it to give you an idea of taste, you know, I'm not knocking it. It's still a nice flavour. I do think the chocolate complements it really well. I do think this flavour complements the chocolate really well. With the peppermint, you kind of feel like you kind of feel like you're a bit like a chocolate form of mouthwash in a way. Very strong mint. The orange again is that can be quite a sickly flavour anyway. So I think that can maybe overpower it. The original, I think, is just far too bland. I'm just not keen on the original AERO at all anymore. As I said, it just, for some strange reason, it just tastes like sweaty socks. But this one is nice. This one is nice. It's a different flavour and it seems to work. So hopefully it'll be more popular. So that's pretty much all I can say about this video. So I think we might as well wrap it up there, folks. So thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments section if you've tried this before. What do you think of it? Let me know if you've had something very similar. Get those suggestions coming in for things you'd like to see me review as well. And of course, I will try my best. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you have subscribed, thank you for your support. It is greatly appreciated. And don't forget to share the channel as well and try and help me get some more subscribers. You never know, there might just be a video out there that appeals to someone in some way. But for now, until the next video, whatever, or indeed when actually, no, I'll tell a lie. I know what it's going to be. I know what it's going to be, but I'm not telling. I don't know when it will be. Depends when it arrives. All I'll say is it's an unboxing video. That's what we're going to be doing next. We're going to be doing an unboxing video next. So keep your eyes peeled because that'll be coming up. Hopefully some point this week or the weekend. So until that video, whenever that may be, it just remains for me to say take care, stay safe, and as Grandad Murray used to say, stay happy. And from here in the UK, it is 20 to 6. So I'll bid you good evening.